Hey, it's Sterling K. Brown from the Hulu original series Paradise. The next chapter begins as Xavier's search for his wife takes him above ground, and what he finds will change everything. It was never just about the bunker. Tune in and discover the truth lies outside. Paradise, the official podcast, premieres February 16th, and stream Paradise on February 23rd on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for November 28th through December 2nd. Now Amanda's sick, but it's not COVID. Yay!
Exactly. It's not COVID. We will not share any drinks. We're good.
Yes. We will just sit on the couch together and talk about General Hospital. There was no Port Charles pipeline this week. I feel like this is going to be a
we're getting into the holidays. People are kind of busy. And this week, we didn't have any real revelations other than the Holly stuff.
Yeah.
To really comment on. And that was kind of like they explained it to us. What were you really going to comment on?
Right.
So
on Monday, Scott gets an unexpected call.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was unexpected because Heather doesn't usually reach out to you, but okay.
Yeah. On Tuesday, Holly is in the hot seat.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Part of me is like, So, I never understood A for effort because effort begins with an E.
Right.
So we will at least give that person A+ for little tongue-in-cheek there. On Wednesday, Liesl makes an offer to Cody.
Well, that was good.
Mm-hmm. On Thursday, Jocelyn opens up to Carly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's more like Carly prying, but yeah.
I don't know. I didn't take her as being nosy on that.
I didn't, it wasn't, forced, but Joss wouldn't have gone there if Carly wasn't like, hey.
Yeah. All right, we can talk about that whenever we get there.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, Sam and Sasha bond.
Yes. I liked that.
Where do we want to start?
I mean, I guess the way that it went with Monday, Scott got the phone call from Heather, and Heather somehow thinks that Scott can get her free so that she can sue everyone because she is having back pain, neck pain. I don't know. She didn't seem very sick to me the way she was coming on to Dante whenever he came to visit her.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. So
she needs to think about the fact that he is the son of her son's ex-fiance, though.
Okay, stop. Stop.
Just
stop. No.
Just
maybe some innocent flirting doesn't matter.
So yeah. But then it didn't go anywhere. I'm not going to retract that there was no Port Charles pipeline. I have a friend who texted me that said, did Heather and Ryan ever have a relationship? And I was like, no, but she wrote him a letter when he was in Spring Ridge and signed it, your biggest fan.
Right. So
she's an admirer of his. So in my opinion, she was like starstruck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was like, oh, I've watched your work. I've tried to be like you.
I don't know. I loved when that orderly nurse, whatever he was, she was like, everyone's heard of Ryan Chamberlain. And he was like, oh, kind of like Heather Weber. Everyone knows that you're crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Guys are notorious for your insane things. But yeah, I'm not sure how she thought that Scotty was going to be able to get her free, but she had this scheme that he was going to get her out so that she could bring a lawsuit. Right. Like they're friends or something.
Well, they used to be more.
Yeah, but once you go crazy like that, I'm pretty sure those relationships break.
He liked pre-LSD Heather.
Right.
This after LSD, this is why you don't do drugs. This is why you don't try to accidentally poison someone else with drugs, because then a kid's going to come along and switch the cup and you're going to wind up taking it and it's going to have some decades-long effects.
Yes.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we talked about Heather Weber in last week's 411. Go listen.
And then Dante coming to her for information about Anna and how the whole escape went down and everything. And she's like, yeah, I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
Like, at least bring her a BLT. Come on, Dante.
Right.
Everyone knows Heather well enough to be like, here, I brought you some dinner. You want to have a chat?
Well, and then that's what she was doing in her cell is exactly what we were talking about, being disappointed that wasn't in the write-up. And we just didn't have enough personal time to do the due diligence of filling in all of that because it wouldn't have been the scrapbook anyway. They left out the fact that like she was obsessed with Franco's art, you know, and she bid on that BLT picture because that's what she saw in it.
Right.
Oh, no. She pretended to be Franco. Wasn't it she pretended to be him? And it was actually her art that was getting sold because Franco was like, this isn't mine.
I don't know. I thought she had bought one of his and then copied them.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's a mishmash of everything that I'm remembering.
That could be.
Yes.
But yeah, Heather didn't really, it's kind of like we're going to just have to see where it goes because, although I was concerned that guard seemed to like her so much.
Yeah.
Because he was like, she's like a star patient. She's so wonderful. And then he's who took her to make the phone call. When did jails, insane asylums, whatever they are, get cell phones?
Thank you.
Okay. Because she was still standing up against the wall.
When were they just allowed to walk out of their room?
Right.
Like, especially if they're of flight risk.
Yeah, sure. Come on. I'll let you make a phone call. And then we're going to go stand in the, cell phone hallway? I don't understand.
Well, because now she is in Springridge. She did not go back to Pentonville. She went to Springridge. So we did misspeak when.
True.
Said, but fair enough. I don't think that we knew she was going to Springridge when we recorded.
I don't think so either. But regardless, I still assume that.
Or Darkham. Sorry, she didn't go back to Darkham.
That's Darkham.
She did go to Pentonville.
Yes.
Sorry. Wow.
So many places.
We are going to be doing a 411 of all the different mental institutions pretty soon.
They keep visiting them. We will need to be in there too. Oh my God. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that it was a cell phone. I'm like, huh? What?
Mm-hmm. Then how did she see... Wait, where did she see Ryan?
Yeah, she saw Ryan. Why is she there?
Why is he... Wait, is she in Springridge?
She must be in Springridge because that's where Ryan is.
Right.
How did she go from...
Didn't they say that she was in Pentonville, though? Did she say it? Or did it get changed? Because I think it got changed on her IM.
Anna was going to Pentonville.
Anna was going to Pentonville. They drove past the exit to Springridge. Yes. Okay. No, she was supposed to be going back to Darkham, though. And now it says Springridge Prison.
What? Well, Springridge has to be a prison because Spencer wasn't insane, and that's where Spencer went first.
Right. Oh, my goodness gracious.
All right. I'm sorry.
I swear that it did get changed to say that she was in Pentonville somewhere. I promise I read it.
Yes.
Okay. As long as we're all misremembering the same thing.
Exactly. I have foggy, sick brain. You can't ask me questions past just this week.
I understand. All right.
So what else happened Monday? Is Monday when they started decorating?
I don't think so. I think that was...
Monday was...
Victor moved into Wyndemere officially after months of saying that he was going to.
Right, and he just shows up unannounced.
He packs his own bags.
And then he's like, can you tell your people to get the rest of my stuff off the launch?
And Nicholas said, you're going to move to a secured island.
Right. It's not
we all
secure,
know
Nicholas.
that no. We all know that is not the case.
We had this conversation. Where are your ring cameras?
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay.
But Elizabeth went to go see Esme.
I was confused, though, on why Victor didn't say, Elizabeth, why are you here with your medical bag?
Right. What happened? Did something happen that you needed that?
He made it sound like, I think that you and Elizabeth, Victor said, you're acting like a single man again or whatever, implying that they were hooking up again. I'm sorry, if I see your medical bag, I don't assume you're hooking up. I assume there was an accident and you were here to help. So what happened?
Right. Did Ava stab you again?
Right, exactly. Oh, wait, no, then you'd be naked because the
You
result of stabbings is making love.
Yes.
Yeah, so Elizabeth was there to see Esme. She gave her prenatal vitamins.
I did like that, though, that she was like, seriously,
take care of your baby.
You need to knock it off.
Right. You need Nicholas to care about you so that
right.
he doesn't get rid of you after the baby's born.
She really gave her survival skills.
Yeah.
On here's how to avoid being killed by a Cassadine to the best of your knowledge or to the best of your ability.
Right.
Part 1. Have their baby.
I liked that Esme was smart enough to, or that she cares enough about her baby that she took out a week's worth of pills and then dumped the rest so that she could say that she wasn't taking them, but she was still taking care of her baby. That was cute. I like that they're like finally giving her that other side.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she was with Spencer, it was like, meh, she loved him, but she still loved him for her purpose. Like there was a little bit of that love me because I want to think that I'm lovable or whatever, instead of her actually loving someone just because she loved them.
Right. I think that I truly do think that to the best of her ability, she loved Spencer, but again, in the best of her ability, the best way that she knew how.
Right.
Because she had never been shown actual love.
Mm-hmm.
So she thought that it was completely transactional.
Right.
But now she's learning it's not.
Yeah.
You're going to love that little baby no matter what.
Exactly.
Aw. But then Kevin and Matt go to Ava for help.
Yes.
To catch Esme.
I was not expecting them to talk about Ryan. I thought they were going to say, we need your help with Nicholas.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And so then whenever they turned and said, no, we need you to go see Ryan, I was like, oh, that's going to be good.
Hasn't it been like a year since Kevin banned her from seeing Ryan? And we're just now putting together, Esme, who is with your husband's son, was hanging out with the guy who stalked you.
Yeah.
It's been a year, right?
It has been.
That's not something that happened this year, right? Like,
no, he refused to let Esme see Ryan multiple times.
Yeah.
And it was earlier this year. It wasn't last year, but it was earlier, like way earlier this year, that they finally put their foot down and like called it quits. No,
yeah.
You cannot.
She took him off the list. Yep.
Yeah.
He took her off the list.
Right. But yet she still managed to sneak in there. I'd be concerned about the security there. You think your island is secure, Nicholas? Their prisons aren't even secure.
And he's paying for those.
Right.
Nicholas needs to become a better steward of his money.
At least take a security class. Someone can show him the ropes.
Or get an accountant. Remember Bernie?
Yeah.
Sonny had Bernie.
Right? Oh, Nicholas. This is just one of many mistakes he makes. So, and it's stupid for him to be like, hey, Victor, yeah, I guess you can stay here, but you need to move into this wing instead of that wing. You know that Victor's going to investigate the whole castle.
Especially when you tell him not to.
Exactly. It's like Beauty and the Beast.
I was literally just going to say that.
Stay out of this wing. Nope. Even Belle couldn't resist, and she was a good girl. Like, come on.
Can't keep a girl away from books.
Exactly.
And then Scott and Laura in Rice Plaza. They were in Rice Plaza talking.
Yeah.
I like them as friends.
I like them as friends too.
But then she says that because of everything going on, she's not going to go see Lulu for a minute.
Right. She has time.
To be fair, Lulu's not going to know that she wasn't there on Thanksgiving. But
I agree.
That was rude of me to say.
No, I just don't understand how, because of everything going on, you can't drive to go see Lulu, and we're under the impression that she's only like an hour or so away. Mm-hmm. But you can tell Holly that you'll take her to some town. You have no idea. You did not ask where she was going or how far it was. You're going to take her to some town the night before Thanksgiving, because why not?
Somebody who's been off the grid for 2 years suddenly has pressing business to take care of.
And they
won't say who.
Right.
I think that Laura was in on it, though. I think that that's why. I bet she was in on the whole thing.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't think that she was.
Oh, maybe not, though, because she did
her reaction with the phone and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe not. And they wouldn't tell her so that she wouldn't get in trouble. It's already been tried to recall her once.
Right.
I take back that statement.
Yeah, I don't think
that I just thought of, and then promptly
unthought of.
But I said, after 2 years, I'm sure one day of work can wait.
Right?
Like, you haven't showed up for over 700 days.
Nope. I need to feel validated by having this job that can only happen on Thanksgiving Eve. Huh?
So then Jordan calls Laura while she's driving her,
Right.
and then Holly pulls a gun on Laura.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm sorry. Holly was a little odd with the, I have business to do. I'm going away overnight, but I don't have an overnight bag. I just have a briefcase.
Yeah.
Wasn't very convincing.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, she drives her so far and then gets the phone call from Jordan that says that the case has been stolen, and Holly pulls the gun on Laura. And then, was that the same mile marker?
Probably.
Like, it looked the exact same as the whenever
They added a few rocks.
People, yes. But anyway, and I thought that was very nice. It wasn't like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. It was, I am right by marker 35.
Do you ever pay attention to that? Is that just maybe if you're anywhere other than Pittsburgh, I guess, do you actually pay attention to those things? Because it's commonly said, like, we don't know how to properly give directions.
Mm-mm.
So in the rest of the country, do you actually use mile markers? Are we just wrong? It's possible.
Are there, okay, this is a really dumb question.
Yes, there are mile markers in other states.
No, are there mile markers on our regular highways? I only notice them on the turnpike.
I don't know.
So if you kidnap me and drop me off on the turnpike,
I think that they would have to be on the turnpike or like a major.
well, that's what I'm wondering. Like,
are they on the parkway? They're on the parkway. They're
Are
on
they?
the parkway. I'm almost positive.
So if you're going to kidnap me, please drop me off somewhere on the turnpike, because then I can call and say I'm at mile marker blah blah blah.
Yes.
And know where I'm at. But I feel like anywhere else I'd have no idea.
I think on the parkway there are.
All right, I'm going to check.
I think on the major,
Okay.
if the street name is a number, maybe it has a mile marker.
Oh, that would make sense. We sound so dumb right now, because
like,
that is how much we don't pay attention. But I'm glad in Port Charles, or outside of Port Charles, everything is marked
they're
very
safer.
clearly. Because Laura could say, I am at mile marker 35.
Yes.
Come get me.
So then Holly hid out in the cabin, and Mac and Robert rushed there, and Jordan was there. And then the house blew up.
Okay, was I the only one screaming at Holly, stop, drop, and roll? Why is she flailing
They don't teach
around?
that anymore.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Okay, to be fair, if I were covered in fire,
that's not the first thing that would come to your mind.
I don't know. It's never happened. We're not going to try it out.
Let's get some flame retardant clothing and
a small container of flame resistant gel.
Yes.
And I'm sorry.
Yes.
Your hair would still.
Yes.
It would not hold that curl.
No.
There has to be some kind of a singe. And it would be greasy.
Yeah.
Why was her hair not greasy?
No, it was perfect.
Why was her, beyond the fact that whenever she washed ashore on Lake Ontario, her makeup was not smudged.
Right.
I feel like fire. I don't know if there's fireproof mascara. I know waterproof mascara. So the water is close enough that maybe it's explainable.
I don't think there's fireproof mascara.
I don't think so either. We should ask our friend that's a firefighter. But excuse me, do you notice a certain brand holds better as you're fighting fires?
No, because they have a mask on. They don't walk in with
that
all
is true.
protective gear.
That is true. That is true.
Well, there's your next $1 million idea.
Fireproof.
Our mascara is even fireproof. I was like, yeah, all good. Who's going to test it to be like, no, you're lying?
That's how you get sued.
I know, but still, you can make a couple million before you get sued and then cut out of the game. It's okay. I'll call Brooklyn. We'll get in on this together.
Right.
Fine. Yeah, no, she came out of the thing and she's like, wah, wah, all around the place. And I'm just like screaming at the TV, stop, drop, and roll. What's wrong with you? Stop, drop, and roll. And then they replayed it the next day, like as the beginning intro thing. And the same thing. I'm like, what are you doing?
Have you ever seen, I think it's either a TikTok or a meme that says, with the amount of focus that we had on that, like I expected to be on fire a few more times than I have.
But it's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why Holly didn't know
I would maybe think so. Robert did a good job though.
He did.
I mean, an actor is doing a great job acting as his character.
Yes.
Thank you, Tristan Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
right.
I believed.
I did too.
Because I was mad. I was like, too. No, again, we do not bring someone back just to kill them, although
we still are losing her.
and she walked off in the fog like Luke did.
I liked that they were giving Felicia stuff to do again.
Yes.
She's like, here, I brought you guys some Thanksgiving dinner, so it makes sense that I just happen to be in on what's going on. And now look, I'm a paramedic.
Yeah. But that's her PI business,
Yeah.
you know. So something that we did leave off, though,
Hmm.
of when we talked about the waterfront and the piers and everything.
Mhm.
Luke's last scene was on the old Pier 54.
Oh, okay. Stop crying. Oh my God.
It really did. As soon as she walked off into the fog, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, that is not. Is that like the legends are walking off now
There you go.
into
That's
the
how
fog?
they're leaving. At least they're keeping it consistent.
No.
Oh my gosh.
They did
all
have a
can come
beautiful
back.
goodbye, though.
They did. It's very nice. And I like that they all made sense. Like,
Yes.
because I was confused. And I love that she turned around and gave the diamonds to Miss Wu and was like, hey, can you make sure that Victor's dead? Because here's some magic potion
Yes.
to put in his drink.
I like all this behind the scenes.
Right. And Robert's like, I'll need that necklace. And she's like, okay, here, even though the really good diamonds are already out of it because me and Miss Wu are friends.
A lot came out about Victor this week that people thought were hidden.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
are you finally a Cyrus fan?
I was this week. I don't know that I can commit forever. That's a long.
You can always change your mind. That's the beauty of this.
Okay. But this week, yes, because he did it so flawlessly. Like, even though it was evil, he didn't say it like it was evil. He was talking to Spencer, and Victor's saying his crap, and he's like, oh no, I'm angry with you because you had my brother and sister scared to death in the safe house as you were coming after them, blah, blah, blah. And Spencer's like, what? You tried to kill my grandma?
Right.
And it was great.
Yeah.
Great. Because he didn't even say it like...
No.
It wasn't coming at him cutthroat. It was, I'm just going to state some facts. And then Victor's
exactly.
like...
He let him kind of say it, though.
Right, exactly. I love when people try to prove that they're right by telling you how awful you are, but they can't actually say that what you said about them is wrong. Because Victor wasn't like, no, I didn't do that. He was like, but Cyrus, you're a bully too because you did this, and this.
Right.
And
he's like, nope, that's not what we're talking about.
Right,
we're talking about the fact that you tried to kill your nephew's family and you're standing here, be nice to your dad.
Exactly. He's like, you didn't just deny the fact that you tried to kill them. You're just talking about all the crap I did bad.
Yeah.
Ha! So yeah.
Poor Spencer, though.
I know, he's like, my whole family is just crazy.
But I liked his response. He was very calm and level-headed about it.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't that outburst that, you know, it was just, seriously? Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, I feel like at this point, nothing can surprise Spencer. He's like, okay, as long as you guys don't tell me that Trina's pregnant with one of your babies, I'll be okay. Because that's about the only shocker at this point.
No. Oh, we haven't seen Rory in like a month.
I know. I thought that was weird that he didn't come over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole, like, everything that happened at Curtis's house was, we're trying to make sure that Trina stays here. We don't want her out and about where it's dangerous. And then even Marshall was like, oh, I know you're missing your cop friend today, blah, blah, blah. Well, where is he? We didn't see him
I never went over to boyfriends. Like, not, well, I guess they were in college, so never mind. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And
in college, I did. I was going to say, I'm like, in high school, I didn't go to boyfriends' houses on Thanksgiving. But
no.
In college, I did.
I didn't for Thanksgiving. I would for Christmas, but not for Thanksgiving. But yeah, it makes sense that, I mean, all the grown-ups went out to the Savoy after dinner. So
yeah, was not a fan of that, Curtis.
Yeah, that was weird. Why was Trina not allowed to hang out with Rory at her house? And Rory doesn't have any family in town that we know of. So where did he eat Thanksgiving at? Because we didn't see him at the police station.
Right.
Yeah, it just didn't make any sense.
Mm-mm. So the night before Thanksgiving is actually the busiest drinking night. Or it's the busiest night for bars. It's not New Year's Eve. It's the night before Thanksgiving. That would have made more sense to have them at the Savoy. Because I find it hard to believe that Curtis would have his staff working on a holiday.
But maybe they wanted to.
You still have to have, I don't know. If Nakia wants pumpkin pie that bad, I don't think she would want to be working that shift.
Maybe not.
Oh, I love the Savoy suitors, though, that Portia mentioned.
So funny.
She's like, she has enough Savoy suitors to bring her pie.
That's right. And they kept pointing out that it was Portia's recipe because Curtis is like, but I made the pie. And she's like, yeah, that doesn't count. This is from my recipe. Be quiet.
Yeah.
And I like, finally, she asked the question that I asked weeks ago. Hey, Marshall, has anyone bothered to do the test on you for the markers? Because that's pretty standard now. And he's like, oh, gee, why would I want to have that done now? Well, maybe because you haven't had an episode since you were originally thrown in the loony bin and told that you had this issue.
Yeah. Well, and the science is still new, so if they've only recently identified 10 markers, what if there's an 11th?
True.
What if there's something else? That's how things are found out is, oh, wait, so now there's a...
Right.
You know.
I'm glad that she finally went there, though. Let's figure it all out.
And Ava and Britt being friendly at the Savoy. And
I thought that she was going to punch her at first, though, because Britt, like, all up on her. She sat down and she's like, oh, sorry. You almost spilled my drink on me.
And Britt gave a rundown of all of her...
2014.
I know.
Britt, I feel for you.
And she's like, I haven't had a relationship since your husband.
And Nicholas, like a typical man, was like, well, that's because you can't get any better than me.
Okay, but how he talked to Ava, though, that was hot. That's why we like them.
Yes.
They have...
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But Britt never had a birthday party?
I know.
Can someone throw this woman a birthday? And I looked on her fandom, no birth date listed. So we could really make this happen at any time.
Any point in time.
I find it hard to believe at this point where her relationship is with Liesl that Liesl did not at least try to make up for
But who would
the
she
past
throw
birthday.
a birthday party with?
At least you take your daughter out for her birthday.
Okay, I feel like she's had birthday drinks
Can't you
before.
picture Liesl and Faison?
Oh, God. What, Chuck E.
Giving
Cheese?
her... Yes.
Oh, my God. No.
Practicing the family whack-a-mole.
No.
Here, honey, here's how you really do it.
Oh, man. No.
Although, I thought it was funny because this took me down a little bit of a rabbit hole. Because she said something about finding someone who's sponge-worthy. And I'm like, that is an aged term that, like, if you never watched Seinfeld, you wouldn't know that that was, like, a massive thing because Elaine, like, they were discontinuing this sponge that she liked. It was a birth control. And Elaine was hoarding her last box. And she was only using it for those that were deemed sponge-worthy.
Okay.
However, that show went off in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So if Britt is still hanging on to some birth control from the 90s...
I don't know how effective that's going to be, Britt, especially considering you're a gynecologist. You might want to update your information there.
She's an OB, too.
She is.
But then she started stumbling. So, were we... Okay, Ms. Wu drugged Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Victor tried to do something to Britt?
No, I think he knew that Faison had been sick. And he just got it all together.
The way that he was looking at her was... I wasn't sure if it was the putting that together or putting the... Yeah, I did something to her.
No, I think he was putting it all together.
Okay.
Because at first he was, like, convinced that she was drunk. And then he was like, you only had one drink and you're this unstable.
Yep.
Think there's something more to it.
And then in the meantime, while all this was going on, Liesl was having that little chat with Cody.
Yes.
Threatening or telling... She didn't really threaten him. But she was like, I'll give you any money that you want to stay away from Britt.
Yeah. She doesn't need her heart broken. And you're already messed with her enough. Like, just leave her alone.
I liked his response, though. He was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, but he said, yeah, no, because he figures that the necklace is his and he has plenty of money, so he doesn't need it. I don't know that he actually cares about Britt enough.
I do.
I don't, because I feel like she's absolutely right that last week when she was having a breakdown, he wouldn't have jumped to, oh, you can solve your problems, just give me the necklace.
But we talked about this because the only information he had was about the necklace. She was complaining about a legacy being passed on. Those two things together without the other information, him not knowing anything about Faison having bad genes.
I expect my men to be smarter. You should be able to tell my different levels of upsetness.
He is just now getting to know her.
Then he doesn't care that much yet.
He's never seen her do that level of crazy yet.
Exactly.
Or upset. She wasn't crazy. She was upset.
Yes.
But exactly, with the information he had, I don't think that he was wrong in what he was thinking. Now going forward, he should know.
Even if that's what he was thinking, he should have never said it. That,
Well, he does not know that one. He does not know that one yet.
Well, I expect.
Now he does.
Expect
but then Liesl punched Victor.
She did. She did.
That was awesome.
Yes. Britt's like, he's going to tell everyone. She's like, no, he's not. I'll handle him. Love it. Yeah, see, the Savoy needed to be open for all that to happen.
Yeah, I guess.
I agree with you. Maybe it could have been the next day, but...
Or the day before.
Or the day
that
before.
way people would have had interesting stories to talk about at Thanksgiving dinner.
That is true. I agree. I know that that's the drinking day. It would have made sense that they went out then.
So do we want to go over the Thanksgivings?
The Thanksgivings. Sure.
Quartermaine Thanksgiving. It's been a year since Drew came back.
A year? It has?
Yeah.
Him and Carly were not doing a very good job of hiding the fact that they like each other. They kept making goo-goo eyes at each other.
Not according to Michael, though. He was getting the friend vibe. Yeah. I don't know what he was looking at.
No, he was paying attention to Willow as he should have been. But no.
For once.
Could see that.
Sorry, he has not been paying that much attention to her when he should have been lately.
Nope, I agree.
This week, I will give him the fact that he did. 100%. So Olivia ordered from Dindy Valentin. I knew that Valentin meant something to do with, like, living.
Okay.
It means live turkey.
Yes, that's what Michael told us. He like enjoyed telling her. It literally means live turkey. I thought it was cute that they had them get to that point, that they had made the stuff and whatever, and here comes the turkey and it's all going to be great. Except for it 100% reminded me of Sigmund the Duck.
Well, now Leo is going to have a pet
turkey.
Mr. Waddles?
Yeah, he's like, no one has to worry. This bird is not being killed today. And the bird just like gobble gobble through the house.
My entire thought process was, why do I think that this thing's coming alive? Spoke too soon. So now Ned and Michael are going to kill and pluck this turkey, though?
Right. We'll call the other men folk and get this done together.
I'm sorry.
Give me a break.
No. Drew, I could picture just going out and snapping the neck. Okay, we're gonna... He's a Navy SEAL.
He is.
I'm sure he could kill a turkey.
I mean, I'm sure that they could if they needed to, but no, you knew that turkey was not getting killed that day. That's just...
But it was cute. I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was keeping on the tradition of ordering from Luigi's, which would have been a great opportunity. Remember, we said that we want Stewart's Pizza.
Yes.
Next year, writers, Stewart's Pizza in honor of Stuart Damon's memory.
Yep.
We've already had Mario's. We've already had Luigi's.
Yep.
It's time for Stewart's.
And then they sang the traditional Thanksgiving song.
They really sang. Easton's mom posted a picture of him in the sound booth really singing.
That was very cute.
Love it. I mean, we all hear their voices. We know that that's actually them.
Right. But it was cute. I agree. I saw that picture also, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
Did a great job. And then Chase confronted Brooklyn.
That was good. That was so good.
He gave her every single opportunity short of exactly what happened.
Yep.
When were you going to tell me this?
Yep. And in typical Brooklyn fashion, she was like, wait, I didn't mean to. I'll fix it now. And then Dante's like, it's too late. This had to be in days ago. I've been telling you for months. What the heck?
Couple weeks.
I feel like it's been longer than a couple weeks. I feel like it has been. I could be wrong. Who knows?
I was not buying her. First of all, okay, she at least admitted that she's actually never been in a relationship.
Right.
Okay. But this is working for us. And I was so scared if you went on to do the job that you are trained and passionate about.
Right.
That's not cool.
No. No, when you're in a relationship, you want the person that you're with to be happy and achieve their career goals, no matter what those are.
Right.
Chase was already in the line of duty. He loved it.
Right.
You don't withhold that from him.
And it's not like he did karaoke one night and was like, I would love to make this my career.
Exactly.
And they decided to work together.
Right.
It all started off as a manipulation.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not really been that into it. He's only learned one song.
Right. And he even said that to her. He was like, if I fall in love with it, yes, go ahead, support
Right.
me, let's make this change. But I have said repeatedly, I want to be back on the force.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see how she's going to fix it, because the final decision came down and it was no, he is not on the force, and she seems like she's got something up her sleeve, which I hope she does, because he needs to be back on the force.
Yeah.
But then
That
they
was
had
sad.
him go right to Race Plaza and help Sasha decorating, and it was like,
Are they
oh,
going to do
are we
that?
going to put them
Are they
back
going to do
together?
that?
I really hope not, but perhaps.
Wasn't it just a few weeks ago, though, that somebody said something about, it was Anna and Valentin, wasn't it, about the eating cake, and she was like, that's the point of cake? One of them
Maybe.
did.
That could be.
Do you remember that? Like somebody did, because Brooklyn said it again this week. I'm like,
Yes.
all right, were you using that right now?
Yes. I like that Brooklyn was like, but I don't even understand that saying, because of course, who doesn't want to eat
Right,
cake? I
exactly.
was like, yeah, I'm with you there.
And then at Sonny's Thanksgiving, he gave her earrings.
Oh my God.
So
I was so happy it was earrings, because for a split second, I was like, dude, if you propose to her today, I am going to freak out.
So the day that the heavy Thanksgiving Day episode, it was the day that Stone passed.
Yes.
And they were in Stone's apartment.
Yep.
And he talked about Stone and a little bit about Robin.
Right.
And I thought that was like just enough.
It was, because he was explaining why he has a soft spot for Anna. And he was like, because of Robin and Stone and blah, blah, blah. And it was, yeah, just enough, like you said, to be like, oh, but not get into that depressive, like, we're stuck here mood. And I thought it was funny to see Alexis and Dante on different ends, but I did feel bad that Sasha and Gladys were like,
blindsided?
Yeah, we had never heard this before.
Well, and Dante did not hold back, and he was kind and matter of fact about it. Yeah, we don't say things because we're still doing our jobs.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, Alexis called Jordan, or Jordan called Alexis into the police department, and she was like, you said that I would get the exclusive, and you did not keep up your end of the bargain. It is Jordan's decision when there is an exclusive.
Right, exactly. If we're not done yet, or we're not even definitely on a suspect yet, then how can I give you the exclusive? Like, I can't guarantee you I'm going to have a suspect for you in 2 weeks, a month, whatever. Like, the case takes as long as it's going to take.
And there have been plenty of high-profile cases that have had the wrong person, quote, identified for sure as the perpetrator. And then even just hours later, they're like, oh, we got the name wrong. Meanwhile, the other person has been, and guess what? People remember the first name. They don't remember later.
Right. Let the police do their job. Take the time they need to come out with the actual real answers.
Yeah. But like you said, like Gladys and Sasha, like poor Gladys, so heartbroken. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, and then Sasha remembering their wedding.
I know. That was so sweet.
It was.
That was very sweet. I was glad that they finally remembered that Sam had a baby. Because
Can she and Sasha be friends?
That would be great. But at first it was like, even when they first started talking about it, Sam wasn't going there. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, it's hard. Sometimes you imagine, where you would be with someone and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you could tell that Sasha was thinking, like, you're still thinking of Jason? Like, what the heck? And she's like, no, I had a daughter. Yeah.
See, I kind of liked it because it's hard to have empathy for someone and try to comfort someone. Because some people take whenever you are sharing your own experience to make that connection with them as you're making an L about you. Instead of, I truly, truly do understand, at least at the different circumstances around the different...
And I think that's what I liked about Sam, was she didn't say I understand.
Yeah.
She said, I do understand what you mean about envisioning something with someone that's not here, because I had a daughter that was stillborn. It was not the same as Sasha's because her son was not stillborn, but still had limited time with him, and it makes sense that she's thinking of all the firsts that she would have been doing with him now that his first birthday would have been.
Lila would be 18.
That's crazy.
And you've heard us talk about baby Lila a bajillion times by now.
Yeah.
We're going to do the full 411 now that they opened up that door about her for this upcoming Thursday. I want Sam and Sasha to be friends.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that would be, because then even when Sasha started to hold back,
Right.
she
Sam's
didn't
like, "It's
jump
okay."
in with,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. She was just
Right.
like, you don't even have to hold back with me. Like, seriously, just like let it go.
Exactly. But when you're
Feel
ready, like
right.
it was, yes, it was very non-pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, we've had a similar experience, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to listen to you.
Yeah. Because it's hard to share
Yes.
unique situations with people because there's thoughts that you have that people who have not been through things don't understand.
Right.
So I like it. I want them to be BFF.
That would be very cute. Very cute.
Did not like that Nina voluntold Sasha that was a good
Right?
idea and didn't stay with her. If
Exactly.
I was worried about you and I thought that something might help you, I would volunteer for the thing. And I would be like, hey, Amanda, I think that this would be so much fun. Of course, it could be something I don't even want to do, but if I know that it might help you,
Right.
I would be like, do you want to come? Because I would almost guarantee that you would come along with me.
Right.
And then I would be there with you in case, if I thought that you needed a friend, guess what?
You'd be
I'd-
my friend. You wouldn't tell someone else to be my friend.
Or I would contact that person beforehand and say, hey, I'm taking Amanda to do this thing.
Right.
I think she could use some extra support. Would you mind coming along with me?
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
You don't go after, you don't ditch the person, just drop them off and go, bye.
Right. Right. All the rest of the volunteers aren't here yet, but you just stay here and figure this out.
You take on the entire project yourself.
And I'm going to go tell someone else that if they weren't so selfish, they would be your friend and be here helping you, even though I'm not here helping you and I signed you up.
And they had no idea about it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
No, Willow was completely on point. She's like, what are you talking about? You did this because it made you feel better. And now you're going to sit here and tell me I need to fill in and be her friend because you think she needs support? Why are you not supporting her? And the thing would make sense if Nina and Sasha were just like boss and coworker or whatever.
Right.
Where she was like, I don't want to cross this line because we're not like friends, but at the same time, I see that you're hurting and this opportunity may help you. That makes sense. Sasha is sitting there singing Nina's praises about how wonderful she is and how they're like BFFs. So why is Nina not staying there?
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense.
And unlike other times, they did a great job of making sure that Willow did not look okay.
Right.
Willow is always super cute.
She is.
And she's been seen without makeup
Mm-hmm.
plenty of times where she's a naturally beautiful woman. I mean, there's just that.
Right.
They made sure she did not look
well.
Yeah.
Right. You may not look at her and be like, oh my gosh, she has leukemia, because I'm not sure exactly what that looks like in the beginning
and
stages.
Nina trying to say that she didn't spread any rumors?
Right.
And she's like, oh, well, that one time.
I apologized. Okay.
Not to me, you didn't.
And even if you did, that does not make up for the fact that you were telling people I was cheating on my boyfriend and that TJ was cheating on his life partner. Like, there were some big accusations there.
Yeah. I did like her screaming at Nina, though.
Yeah. Just get out.
Although, I am going to give Nina credit and give Carly a little flack on Nina saying, I want to call 911. And Carly goes, no, help me with her. You don't stop the person from calling 911.
Right. There's a thing called speakerphone.
That too. I'm sure that they have Alexa or what other voice activated
something
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that bothered me. And I'm like, even Carly, I couldn't believe that she thought that was a good idea.
Right. And I can't believe that Michael didn't tell her, like, after Nina left and Michael got there, he was not like, listen, Mom, we need to tell you something in case this happens again or whatever. It was way later. He was like, I think maybe we need to start telling people. Yeah, I understand if you want to blast it to the whole town, but maybe your closest family members have a right to know so they know the appropriate care to give to her.
And I think there are certain times that it is okay, whenever it is for somebody else's health and safety, that you don't honor that request.
Right.
Like, sure, don't go tell everybody, but you know that Carly's going to be around.
Exactly.
And I feel like Carly is good enough at keeping secrets that she would not smother, but she would at least be watching.
Right. And again, should know what to do if next time happens. Because next time, if they're at the Metro Court or something, someone's going to call 911.
Yeah.
As you should if someone passes out for no reason. But they won't have to worry about it for much longer because Joss will just come and save her.
I like the fact that she's going to med school.
I did too.
I like it. It makes sense. I like her reasoning behind it, that if Ava had died,
Okay,
she would have felt...
I didn't like that they didn't take it back one more step of her saying, I've dealt with so much loss, starting with Oscar.
Yeah?
And blah, blah, blah. That she didn't mention anything about that. She was just like, oh, if Ava would have died, which I know Ava has the connection because of Avery, but...
Oh, or
hello?
wait, having a sibling that has a major health issue? That's
Exactly.
right, Donna?
Right. Any of
I
those...
hate the word issue.
Well,
A health condition?
Health condition, that works.
That could be potentially
right.
troublesome at times. There's that.
Yeah, I just feel
she
like...
wants to be a good sister.
I mean, I know that they were trying to focus on all of the Hook stuff because then they could relate it back to Dex. But if Joss wanted to prove that it did not have everything to do with Dex, she could have said, it's not just him. I have these other people that I've had in my life or have in my life that I'd like to be able to treat.
Right.
And it would make sense with that much sickness and loss in your close circle that you don't want to feel helpless. You want to know how to handle things.
Right. And then she went to do some follow-up care with Dex. I'm not liking this.
I am.
I am. I didn't like that she said, basically, I'm here to see if you want me before I go decide to break Cam's heart or not. She needs to go break up with Cam. Kissing another guy is cheating.
Kissing another guy.
Thinking about another guy.
I agree.
Is cheating.
I agree.
If your heart is not with that guy anymore, go break up with him.
It's complicated because Cam is her best friend. And she knows that she's going to have to break up with him eventually, but she's putting that off because she doesn't want to hurt him. And yes, in the big picture, it's going to hurt him more.
Yes! She is hurting her best friend even more.
Hanging out with Dex, but she still is trying to spare her best friend's feelings.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm not saying it's right, but I see what she's doing.
I mean, I see what she's doing. I'm just not a fan of it. Okay,
right there
do I like Joss and Dex together? I think that that's an interesting relationship. I wish that they just had her attracted to him. That first kiss, fine. That was intentional. Like, that was 1000% intentional. She was she was getting into some shady, not shady.
They said something about next time he's in her bed.
Right.
So
that is where the first kiss, the taking care of him with the shot, not cheating. It was deceitful, but when he kissed her there,
it just
and
happened.
She did kiss back, but that's still cheating, but it's not as bad as this.
I love how we have degrees of cheating.
No, cheating is cheating. She did not initiate.
There was no intent.
She was not aware of. Right. No. She did not want to let herself be aware of the situation she was getting into. She knew exactly what she was getting into this week. So there. But I did like the conversation that she and Carly had.
Yes.
And Carly was like, seriously, you need to break up with him.
And she's
like you cannot do this.
She said exactly what I just said, but he's my best friend.
Exactly, though. That's why you need to do it. Then stop doing the other bad things.
But sometimes there's just that attraction.
Nope.
Her and Dex, like, fireworks.
I do like them. I cannot wait to see what happens with Sonny. Showing up and knocking on that door.
That was a good, not a traditional, like, Friday cliffhanger, like, oh, someone got blown up or whatever, but that was a good cliffhanger of, oh, crap, like, you need to go hide in a bedroom or something.
Yep. Although, do you think that he's there to talk to him because Dante came to him and was like, hey, Dex is covering for you and I turned a blind eye to your felony and
I hope that's all that they're talking about, because if they're talking about anything more, it's going to have Joss even more compromised.
But then there's that Pikeman security group. So is that what they could be doing? So what's this Pikeman security group that Valentin is like, here's the deal.
I love Valentin. He's like, I'm not threatening you, but I am threatening you.
He was not threatening. He was letting Sonny know.
The proposition that I'm bringing to you.
It's not his idea.
I'm not threatening you.
It's not Valentin's idea. He's just the messenger.
But if you don't go along with what they said, you're going to get hurt, killed, etc.
But it's not Valentin's idea.
But it's not a threat. Just letting you know how it's going to happen.
These people were just telling Valentin, hey, by the way. You might want to tell Sonny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why Sonny wouldn't take it, depending on what they're doing. I mean, $10 million a transfer?
Right?
Heck
And then
yeah.
I like that Sonny told Dante it's okay for him to arrest him and that he would never stop loving him.
Right.
I'm sorry, Sonny's done a lot of messed up things, but that was probably like his best parenting moment.
Yes, exactly. You can arrest me and I'll still love you. I didn't like that Dante was like, we're just close now because you're not close with Michael. I'm hoping that you've just kind of both grown towards each other.
Right. I do like that Dante was like, so tell me about Anna's escape. He's like, I don't know. All I did was...
Right.
I mean, Sonny admitted the bare minimum.
Yep.
That Dante didn't need
Dante
to know more.
But Dante should know that Sonny tries not to know everything.
And
he sets it up
doesn't
and then goes
want
away.
Dante to have to know anything. So he's not going to do that.
Right.
And then I guess the only quick thing that's left is Drew and Michael talking all about this insider trading. We alluded to it earlier. Michael thought they were just friends. Okay, because I'm a nerd. According to the SEC, insider trading, insiders are the company's officers, directors, certain employees, certain consultants, and certain stockholders, and their family members.
Yep.
So Michael's on the board. Michael's also part of the family. Michael's also a major stockholder for the company. How is he
not in trouble with this too?
How is he not realizing? Jeez.
I don't know. And it's so funny because that is a big deal. My sister is a financial advisor, and even when I go to sign up for things, it says, are you related to, and you have to check that box so they know that she's not giving me
because I sent you one of those investment apps.
Yeah.
And you downloaded it, and then 2 days later you're like, I talked to my sister, I need to delete that. And I was like, I don't care.
Well,
but I mean, I would never send you another one of those then, because that was something that we had not talked about, and I think that fair enough. And it was just an investment app.
But it's one of those things that never would have crossed my mind until I clicked into it, and then it's like, hey, and it's like, oh, okay.
And you double checked with her, and she's like, yeah, that's exactly what you cannot do.
Right. So if me that has no money to invest anywhere can't do some of these things, then yeah, Carly, it's not very hard to understand why you should have known better and why Drew and Michael should have stopped you before it even started.
Well, no, because
I know she did it
all on her own without telling them to begin with. However, if they both want to be CEOs of a company,
right,
their first thought should have been, hey, what you just did, it could be seen as insider trading. We need to nip this now because this could go south. I can understand. Okay, do I think that Carly should know? Yes.
I was going to say, I feel like Carly
should know. However, the two people that definitely should know are those two.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I'm glad they're trying to figure it out.
Yes.
So let's keep ourselves
safe. So who's
safe.
going to jail first? My money's on Drew just because he's a nice guy. It's going to happen.
Yeah. As soon as him and Carly really get...
Or you know what?
Established.
They're going to start the investigation. Then someone's going to go, hey, by the way, it could also be Michael. And Drew's going to step up and take one for all of them so he could save them. Scout can go see him behind bars.
I think I'd prefer if Michael got arrested right before Willow dies of leukemia. That would be good.
This is so messed up.
It is messed up, but it's a soap. That's the point.
I know.
That would be great because I like Drew and I just don't have much use for Michael.
Yeah. Or maybe that'll be what Ned decides to not.
Right. That would make sense. I can't get you in trouble and have you sent away.
Then that's when we need Olivia to have all this information, to have that conversation with Ned.
See?
But you don't go tell the other person.
Right.
By the way, I'm not backing my husband.
Right. Right.
Unless it is something so super obvious, okay, if my husband said that another soap opera was the best one, all of my friends know that I'm not going to have his back on that. Because that's something also trivial.
Right.
But I feel like it should be fair assumption that even if he is wrong, I'm not going to go out there and tell everybody. Just
right. You can not back someone, but not
publicly
for them also.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Wait. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure.
Wait.
You're allowed to have a difference of opinion and not let the whole world know.
Can you still be friends with that person?
You can.
Oh my gosh.
You can.
This is new information.
I know.
Okay.
It's insane. Different views on everything from politics to your favorite soap, and you can still
to be
friends.
fair, we did receive feedback after our Chase Michael, who should get Willow conversation that people were surprised it didn't ruin our friendship. I'm like, okay.
Oh, man.
I know that they were mostly joking.
Yes.
I do know that.
Yes.
However,
the love-hate of Nina would ruin our friendship before Willow and who she should end up with.
I don't love Nina.
You like her way more than I do.
Well, that's because you really hate her. Okay.
I really do.
We could have an entire 411 about Amanda's hate for Nina.
We could. But I feel like everyone knows, so we don't need to do that. I don't think there's anything else that happened this week, though.
I don't either.
Reality check.
How was your week?
It was good. So I finally tested negative for COVID on Monday. And I was able to do a wreath making class with my daughter.
Fun.
Which that was the thing that was going to upset me the most because she was looking forward to that so much. And thank you for offering to be able to be my backup and taking her. Because there's not very many people that I could trust to understand if she's frustrated and be able to see that trumps you originally wanting Michael with Willow. Because I think that in the end, I think you're regretting that decision, but that's another thing. Anyway, but yeah, so I mean, that was really, really nice. And she did an amazing job. The lady gave the quick instructions. She had it in her head exactly what she was doing, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. You guys did a really good job.
She did an amazing job. I'm like, what should I do here? Yeah. I don't know.
She's super creative.
She is.
Like, yeah, there's not a doubt in my mind that as long as she understood what she could do, then it was going to end up amazing. Because she is very creative with her outfits and stuff like that. Like, she knows how to make stuff look unique, but still go together.
Yeah, she's good. And then Friday night, we had our first holiday party, and it was actually friends of ours that used to be neighbors, and it was the first holiday party that we've gone to of theirs for the past few years, because I think 2020 they didn't have it. Last year they had it on the night that we were going to get my son from school. The year before that, I think my husband went, but I was sick.
Oh, okay.
So he went. I did not. But it was fun. I was up until 2:00 in the morning.
Wow.
I know. It's been a long time since I did that. And then I had to be at the office at 9:30 that morning because our office does free holiday photos for our clients.
Nice.
And so we had that going on. And then we had my church's volunteer appreciation event last night. And I had no idea that we were doing this. So I'm the grading team coordinator.
Yeah.
And they had Family Feud, and they had the welcome team versus like the kids ministry.
Oh, cute.
And they had all of the coordinators, like the leaders of the different teams, be the people, but I was the first one mentioned. So like I had zero, like they did not tell us at all.
That's
so
cute.
like they're like, we've already predetermined some of the participants, and they're like, Shannon coach. And I was like, why? And then after they started calling other, I was like, okay, it's all the ministry leaders.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. I've never played Family Feud like that. And it was fun.
Cute.
And they had name something that you would put on a tree.
Okay.
And pickles were on there.
Yeah.
Which is, I hope that they're into, but that's a Pittsburgh thing. And it was like number 7 out of 10. Huh. I was like, I was not picture that one. I picked out that 10.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
And then I forgot to talk about it last week, but maybe I did. My company gives out orchids for when you hit like a certain level, and we got ours.
Yay.
And it's still alive.
That is amazing.
Yes. I have a lamp, and it's being very well taken care of now. It's my first one, so they're a super delicate.
Yes, yes.
Plant, so it's getting pampered now.
Very nice.
How about you?
So we were supposed to go to Dave & Buster's for the night before Thanksgiving, and we couldn't go because my sister had COVID. And then we were supposed to go to my mom's house that weekend and celebrate Madeline's upcoming birthday, and we couldn't because my sister was still sick.
Oh.
So
I was looking forward to Madeline's birthday.
yes. So
Sorry.
we
I was invested.
no, she like made out in the end.
Okay.
So I went over to my mom's with Madeline last Sunday, and she got to pick like what she wanted for dinner. Like we just ordered out pizza and whatever, but she got to pick
but
what
it's
kind
her
of pizza
choice.
she wanted and blah 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 blah. And then Thursday was her actual birthday. And so Emily gave her presents that she bought for her. And then we went over to my mom's that evening, and she went to school. Like at school, they have some booths and the rest tables, but if it's your birthday, you get a booth and you get to invite whatever friends you want to sit with you.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So she got her booth with her special friends and whatever, and the teacher has a special happy birthday song and whatever. So then we went over to my mom's, and I had to get like a cake and stuff there because we always celebrate at least happy birthday on your actual birthday. And then we went to my mom's Friday night with all my family and celebrated again. And then she went to her dad's yesterday, and it was his Christmas party. So everybody that goes is like, "Oh, it was your birthday here," and hands her something.
Oh my
Plus
goodness.
she gets all the presents and stuff from her dad and grandma and whatever. And then tomorrow she's playing hooky, and we are having a mom's day, mom and daughter day, and going out to lunch and like shopping and whatever and stuff. So
that's sweet.
But I still have not made the happy birthday post on Facebook that I normally make.
I know. I've been looking for it.
And I think I'm just in denial because we're double digits now. And I don't want to accept that my baby is 10. So I just, maybe after tomorrow, I'll finally make it. But like my daughter made one for her. My other daughter did something on Snapchat or whatever. And everybody's like, "Where's yours?" I'm like, "No, I just refuse to.
It's in the bottom of her
10,
soul.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Yes,
but that's sweet that you're doing that special
she's
day and everything.
Very happy birthday.
Yes.
So.
Well, good.
That's that. That was my whole week has been Madeline's birthday.
Yeah. That's funny. Not funny, but I mean, like, that's just, at first I was feeling bad, and then as it's going, I'm like, no, she's okay.
Yep.
She's okay.
She definitely made out.
Yeah.
So.
Well, with that, join us on Thursday as we talk about baby Lila.
Aw, baby Lila.
I'm going to cry. We all know this. Okay?
Yeah.
I might not. Who knows?
Take your bets now. Take your bets now and we'll see.
I was going to say, I'm like, we never know. I never know.
Should put a poll up right now.
Is Shannon going to cry talking about baby Lila?
Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.